And 3, 2, 1. Yesterday I had a couple of comments on my video asking me to make a video maybe at some point showing how I make videos and the steps I go through. And so today is that day. Now, a lot of what you're going to see today is going to be filmed with the DJI Pocket 3. So up in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, I will try to put in, a disclaimer that this is the Pocket 3, and then when I switch over to a video by the iPhone, I'll put that up in the corner. And so right now, I am videoing the iPhone with the Pocket 3 to show you sort of how I come in and set up an introductory scene. Typically what I do when I make these videos is I try to do them in sequential order so that editing becomes really easy. And I can just pull clips in order to sort of tell the story. Occasionally I have to flip a few around, but most of the time I try to do it chronologically. That just makes it so much easier. And so I just wanted to take a few minutes today. I'm not going to take a long time. I'm not going to do everything that I do in this video, but just kind of show you the thought processes I go through. That's a hard word to say. Just to show you the thought processes I go through as I'm setting up shots. Now I came down here to the river park because I have this beautiful pavilion overhead because it's been raining today. And while my iPhone is waterproof and I can take it out and shoot video in the rain all day long, my Pocket 3 is not. So as it stops raining for a little bit, I'll be able to move out, and then if it starts raining again, I'll come back in here. So let's go set up a shot and we'll show you what I'm talking about. So while I'm here, I'm just going to turn my video on here for just a second so we can talk about this at the same time. But while I'm here, I've got the iPhone set up. This is going to get really confusing, I know. Shooting between these poles right here. And what I'm going to do is walk down that way and just come walking past so that I can get sort of one of those mid-level shots. Not a wide shot, but a mid-level shot of me just walking down the sidewalk. So we're going to start with that. Now, I have the Bluetooth start and stopper. This little clicker for my phone. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So in order to save a lot of footage, I usually walk down there and then turn it on, and then I don't have to edit out a lot of stuff. So let's go down there and see how that works. One of the nice things about the Manus-Pod is, again, it's got this little foot on it down here. So if I wanted to get a more close-up shot of me walking, but I don't necessarily want to just do my feet all the time because you can see this doesn't sit very high off the ground, I can, let me turn around this way so my back is not to you, but I can find something to hang this off of. And then I'm just going to turn this around so that I'm going to walk right in front of the camera and get a more close-up shot. It may not even get all of me in the camera. That's okay. So let's just walk down here and get started. I also try to walk far enough away that I'm out of the camera so I can walk into the camera. And then I walk far enough out so that I'm out of camera again. And that gives me a maximum amount of iPhone footage that I can edit. So let's just look at that real quick. Now, this is something that you probably already know, but one of the things that I try to do, you'll see there's a level on the phone. You see it right here? I try to make sure that that's as close to level as possible. It will disappear when it's leveled. And then if I want to get a close-up shot of something in the foreground with me out of focus, that's a really simple thing to do. Let me show you what that looks like on the screen. So let's say I want to focus right here on this post. You'll see that little yellow square that comes up to tell me that's where I'm focused. But what I want to do is press that and hold it until up here at the top you'll see it says lock, because the phone is going to look for anything moving or close or whatever to focus on. I want to lock it right there. So let's see what that looks like in action. Now I've got a whole lot of noise around me here. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get rid of that, but I'm just going to come over here and set this up behind this tree. And again, you'll see just how low this is to the ground if it's left on its own. And sometimes it's a balancing act to get it where it won't lean right or left. So I'm going to focus, actually, I have two tree limbs here, one closest to me, one a little further away. And I'm going to focus here on this one closest to me at the moment. And I've got that locked. So now, you see why I didn't come out here in the rain. I'm going to walk in front of that and we'll see that I am blurred. And like I was hanging this off over there, sometimes you just got to find something that's close by. And in this case, it's a trash can. And so I can just set this right here on top of the trash can. And if I want to raise it up so that it is more eye level, head level. And so here I've got a line of sight down this and then down that way. And I'm just going to walk a little bit to make that turn. And again, I'm going to walk far enough so that I can edit it if I need to. The other thing that I've learned too, by making all kinds of mistakes, is I have learned to, after I take a shot, check the shot. And that works great. Now that has me all in focus. I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to focus right here. We can see what that looks like. Because sometimes I will take 2 or 3 shots of the same thing in order to sort of have a choice about it when I get done. There we go. Let's walk through it again. Now you will see a lot of the times when I'm walking that I have my hands in my pocket, and that's because I have this. I'm trying to hide it. And let's see what that looks like. Okay, so now I have 2 shots. I have one with me in focus and one with me out of focus, and I can choose between those 2 shots when I get into editing. And as I said in yesterday's video, I'm really liking those out of focus shots. So this is me. I am getting ready to leave. You've seen kind of the process I go through, the way I set up shots. Sometimes I'm able to get 2 or 3 different shots in the same location. They just look different. Sometimes I take 2 or 3 different kinds of shots in the same location so that I can choose what I want. And, you know, it gives me an opportunity to sort of go step by step through the process. What I need to do is practice maybe writing a script before I go out. And then I know exactly what B-roll shots that I need. And that's coming. I'm working on that now. But for the most part, I just make these videos, they're just off the cuff, immediately, with no rhyme or reason, really, until I get to a spot and I think, okay, this is what I think I can do. And that's why they're not really good. All right, we will see you tomorrow. And we will see you tomorrow.